Hello students and welcome to Edupedia World. My name is Shivam Mishra and today we are going to discuss the solutions to IIT JEE Advanced 2015 paper 1. The code which we are using is 4. Okay students, let us look at question number 20. Question number 20 is a matrix match type of a question from thermodynamics and it's a fairly conceptual question. Let us try and solve it. It says that match the thermodynamic processes given under column 1 with the expression given under column 2. So basically we have been given some thermodynamic processes and we have to match the particular processes with their properties which are given in column 2. So let us look at option A. It says that freezing of water at 273 Kelvin and 1 atm. You must try and recall that this is the normal freezing point of water and there is water ice equilibrium under such conditions. So if I start with A, let us look at P. Q equal to 0, definitely not. For this process there will be heat released in the case of freezing. Okay, so Q will be negative, some heat will be released. W is equal to 0, not at all. W will not be 0 because there is a change in volume. Whenever water freezes into ice, there is an expansion of volume and therefore some work is done by the system on the surroundings. So definitely W is also not going to be 0. R, delta S system less than 0. Now this is going to be my answer because it will match with R. I will match A with R. Why? Because there is a conversion of a liquid into a solid, and whenever a liquid is converted into a solid, the solid is much more ordered, so obviously there is a decrease in entropy of the system. So delta S system will be negative in this case, so R will match. Delta U is equal to 0. Of course delta U will not be 0 because some heat is released, and delta U is simply heat released at constant volume. So delta U, as a matter of fact, for the above process, delta U will be negative and Q will also be negative. Okay, so delta U won't be 0, so S won't also match. T, delta G is 0. Yes, this will match because the process is at equilibrium, and for all equilibrium processes delta G is 0. So A will match with R and T. Let me look at option B. Expansion of 1 mole of an ideal gas into a vacuum under isolated conditions. Now the moment I hear isolated conditions, it means there is no exchange of matter and heat with the surroundings. So obviously my Q is going to be 0. So B will match with P. And since there is vacuum, so external pressure is also 0 and external pressure is 0, so that means no work will be done, and therefore B will also match with Q. Delta S system negative. No, this won't be the case because the gas is undergoing an expansion, and since it is undergoing an expansion, so there will be more positional microstates, so there will be more dispersion of matter. So delta S for the system will be positive. I'm just writing it over here. For this process delta S system will be greater than 0. So obviously R won't be my answer. S, delta U is equal to 0. Definitely yes, because Q is 0, W is 0, and we all know that delta U is simply equal to Q plus W. So obviously Q and W both are 0, so delta U will also be 0. So S is also going to be my answer. And delta G 0. No, this won't be the case because it is a spontaneous process, and being a spontaneous process, the value of delta G will be less than 0. So my B will match with P, Q and S. Let us have a look at C. Let's try and read and interpret what the system in C is. Mixing of equal volumes of two ideal gases at constant temperature and pressure in an isolated container. So the system in this case is, the system which we have in this case is that there is a container sort of a thing. You can imagine a container, and it is divided into two equal volumes by the help of this partition, you can say, and both the chambers have same volume. Let us call them V. Okay, and there is ideal gas in both the containers at same temperature and pressure. So there is one ideal gas over here, I am representing it by cross, and another ideal gas which is in this chamber. This is my second ideal gas. Alright, So these are the two ideal gases which we have in two different containers. And what we are doing, we are simply removing this partition. Partition is removed. Okay. So once your partition is removed, see, the entire system is isolated. So obviously there is going to be no exchange of heat. So C is definitely going to match with, I'm just writing it a bit upward over here. C is going to match with P, and obviously though no work is done, both of them are ideal gases, so it will also match with Q because there is no change in volume. It won't match with R because it is a spontaneous process and the gases are mixing into each other, so there is an increase in the randomness of the system. So obviously the delta S system will be positive in this case, and S it will also match because Q and W are 0, so obviously delta U will also be 0 in this case. Alright, and if I'll now look at T delta G won't be 0. In fact, delta G will be negative in this case. Why will it be negative? Because it is a spontaneous process. So for C, the correct options would be P, Q and S. These are my options for C. And finally, if I come to D, in D it says that reversible heating of H2 at 1 atm from 300 Kelvin to 600 Kelvin, followed by reversible cooling to 300 Kelvin at 1 atm. So basically we are reaching the same point from where we had started and the processes are reversible. Okay, so if I try and draw a PV diagram in this case, it would look something like this. That is, this was my starting point. I went at constant pressure, so that means it is an isobaric process. I went from this point to this point, and then we again return back to this point. Okay, so this is a type of a cyclic process which we are undergoing, and since it is an cyclic process, so all state functions will be 0. So S and T will straight away be my answers, and R won't be my answer because delta S system will also be equal to 0 because it is a cyclic process. So S and T are my answers, R won't be an answer. What about Q and W? Q and W would also be 0 because it's a cyclic process, and we know that W is simply equal to the area of the loop, and you can see there is no loop over here, so obviously W will also be 0. So Q will match, and since delta U is 0, W is 0, so obviously Q will also be 0 according to the first law of thermodynamics. So P will also be my answer. So that means D will match with S, T, Q and P. Those are my correct answers. A fairly conceptual question, I must say. Thank you.